Bet, the daily gambling game show that takes betting seriously, but not much else. Get our favorite plays on the totals, sides, props, exotics, and futures to jump on now.
So let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Subject som känner konsulter konsulterina. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben.
Hey there. Thanks for tuning in. We always appreciate it. Just making sure we got everything rocking and rolling on Twitter. Happy Friday. I'm Jason. That's Ben. We are excited to give you our best plays of the day. We are excited to rehash last night. And it's been an absolutely killer August on this show. And really, we've been crushing it for you guys and ourselves since we launched on May 21st. So what is that? June, July, August, 3 months. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of work. Mostly it's been a lot of fun, and nothing we like more than beating the books. If you're new to the show, as always, first, second, and third down, our 3 favorite plays that Ben and I have made since our last show 24 hours ago. Fourth and long is really fourth and short. Sometimes we do look at long-term bets, futures, or long shot bets with heavy payouts. Lately, we've been focusing on fourth and short-term markets, quick hitters, nerfies and yerfies in baseball, first quarter bets that Ben's been crushing in WNBA, some first half bets in the NFL and soccer that I've looked at. So those are fourth and short, quick hitters. Overtime, we'll be making an NFL bet, but disclaimer, neither of us love this preseason slate. These are garbage games, largely played by guys who aren't going to be in the NFL. We advise you spend your money elsewhere like we do. Beltway Ben, before we go any further, how did things go last night? There you go. We continue to get it done for you guys. All our picks in real time are available in the Super Discord. You can find that QR code on our Twitter as well. Yeah, you can find it on our YouTube. You can find it in my Twitter bio. I almost swept the board again last night, Beltway Ben. A tough beat in that first 3 Mets-Nats. Lindor gets picked off right before the Mets hit a 2-run home, what would have been a 2-run homer to give us 3 runs. So that stung. It ends up being a solo shot. It's 2-0. And then in the bottom of the third, Brady House lines a ball opposite field that I thought for sure got in the bullpen. So did he. It's stuck in the wall, Beltway Ben. It's stuck in the outfield wall, maybe a foot from going over. Otherwise, we would have run the board. Beltway Ben, how about you?
Yeah, the bum ass Mets. I mean, that's pathetic. You go up 3-0. I'm feeling good. Then it's 3-1 and 3-2, and it's getting tight. And I'm like, this isn't going to go well. But I'm hoping they pull Manaea. I'm like, all right, now's the time. Instead, they let him load the bases, to which they bring in Rogers, who's fine when nobody's on. But when you bring him with bases loaded, gives up a single to center field, and that just started everything. So the Mets go on to lose that game in what I thought was a must-win game for them. That was a joke. Shakira Alston has 5 rebounds, in the first half, and doesn't grab another one, or 4 in the first half. She had a bunch early, didn't grab another one, so that was unfortunate. And then Junior Caminero, 2 days in a row, cashes for us in the 9th inning with 2 outs. It's pretty crazy to believe. 2 nights in a row. We had it on the Super Discord 2 days ago, and then yesterday we gave it out. 2 days in a row, 9th inning with 2 outs, he comes through. It's pretty shocking, but that was a good cash to also offset that Sabrina Ionescu first quarter bet.
Excellent. Again, we're up over 50 units for you guys in 3 months. If you find somebody else doing that, let us know. I guarantee you they're not doing it in this format, and they're not doing it 7 days a week, and they're not delivering on a daily basis like us. All right, let's get to the bets of the day. Beltway Ben, first down.
We are going to go to the college football week 0. And just to start, we have 2 plays. And we already also have that play that we gave out probably a month and a half ago now, -3 Kansas State, minus 105, -3. The number is now 3.5 at -105. So we fared a little well getting it early, but that was a while ago. So I still like them that way. If you want to add their money line in a parlay, I just think they went out right if you want to be a little safer that way. But we still have that play from a month and a half ago. But here we're going to a later game, and I am pretty frustrated with college football. This was the perfect chance. And again, maybe it's just somebody like myself who enjoys staying up late, watching these games. And granted, I'm going to be away on vacation, technically. I don't love going to the beach, but I'll be there with my girlfriend. I would have loved to be up at 10 p.m. watching this game here, but instead they bring it to us at 7. And the game's in Hawaii. It was a layup, whatever.
Yeah.
They missed out on that for me. But Timmy Chang, he's back for year 4 at Hawaii, brings a ton of guys back. And right here, you're going to see the public sprinting to the glass to put in this bet for Stanford. Oh, Stanford versus Hawaii. How does this former Power 4 school lose? Like, how does that happen? Well, you have to look at the situation here. Frank Reich's taking over in year 1 at Stanford. Andrew Luck brings him in as the GM, and everybody's like, oh, NFL guy, Frank Reich, bring him in. There are so many guys who go to the from the NFL to college, whether they start in college, NFL back to college, and it doesn't work. And you're like, oh, Frank Reich, he's going to get it. He's going to figure it out. Things will go fine for him. I'm not buying that. And they're bringing in a ton of new guys. Stanford doesn't have the NIL that most of these other big name schools have. Hard school to get into. And then you have a Hawaii team, which, like I said, under Timmy Chang has gotten better every single year. The offense brings back 5 or 6 starters. The defense brings back 9. They also have Dennis Thurman, who spent a lot of time in the NFL. He's in his second year. They have one of the best defenses in the Mountain West. And they bring back 9 starters from last year's defense. This is the second year with Thurman, like I said. So all those dudes have another year of experience with him. I just think this is a good number here, minus 125. Like I said, everybody wants to play Stanford. I'm going Hawaii here.
I'm with you on this one, Beltway, Ben. I came this close. You guys are going to find I'm going to be real selective with my college football plays. Ben will have it covered. I'm pretty judicious about betting college football. I looked at the first couple of weeks. I spent probably 4 hours on a train looking at it. And the one play I almost made was laying the points with Hawaii, which I think when I was looking at it was around 3. I don't know if that's still where it was. Yes, I think this is a bit of a trap for Stanford, and Hawaii has a unique home field advantage. I think they win that ball game. So we are my guy Meatball. We're with you there. We're on that as well. First down for me. Give me the Boston Red Sox on the money line. I can't figure out why this is priced like it is. It seems odd to me, Beltway, Ben, because Boston has the Yankees number. Remember, we can go back to the last time these teams played a couple of months ago. Boston looked like they were failing, and the Yankees looked like they were running away with the AL East. Boston kicked their ass in 2 series in the span of a week. And since then, Boston's looked like a playoff team, and the Yankees are fighting for their wild card lives. Toronto's passed them by. I think Boston's about to pass them by. The Yankees don't win in division. They're 16-20 in the AL East. Boston 21-15 in the AL East. Boston has won 5 of 7 against the Yankees this season. Like, Max Fried, he's in trouble, folks. He's got a 6.94 ERA his last 7 games. On the season, Beltway, Ben, lefties are slugging .425 against him. And I bring that, he's allowed 8 home runs to lefties in just 150 plate appearances. I think Roman Anthony's going to be in this lineup tonight, and I think Roman Anthony's going to hurt him. You've already got Bregman and Story who are locked in from the right side. Boston plays more carefree baseball on the road than at home. The Yankees play tight at home. How's Fried been at home lately? His last 4 home starts, 3 earned runs in 6 innings pitched with 7 hits against Baltimore, 3 earned runs, 6 hits in just 3 innings pitched against the Cubs, 2 earned runs, 4 hits in 6 2/3 against Tampa. Okay, that's good. 4 earned, 8 hits in 5 innings against Houston. He's got a 5.24 ERA in his last 4 home starts. Brian Bayo, okay, not as good on the road as at home, but still a 3.6 ERA on the road. For his career, he has a 2.21 ERA against the Yankees. He faced the Yankees earlier this year. Beltway, Ben, on June 15th, he beat them 2-0. 3 hits, no earned in 7 innings pitched. Boston, for me, has the better matchup bullpen right now. Yankees bullpen suffered again last night. Boston playing with more confidence, and Boston definitely more athletic team, can steal more bases, and can field their positions, unlike the New York baseball Yankees. Plus 146 for the better team with the starter who I think is in a better spot. We're on it. Second down.
I will be throwing a few bucks on that as well. Rest in peace, Choppy. I had to honor that. I mean, again, just playing the way the Red Sox play. Again, I'm an Oriole fan. I hate the Red Sox. Also hate the Yankees. But Roman Anthony, watching that kid play, he's legit.
He's a machine.
A stud. And you throw him in, lead off right away, and he's been awesome. So, I do think the Red Sox win tonight. But second down here, I will go to an MLB prop. And we've had a lot of success this year with hits, runs, and RBIs prop. That's probably been between that and a few WNBA player props. That's probably been our most profitable for me on here, just because hits, runs, and RBI has always been a thing I like because total bases, walks always scare me that way. So I am going Brian Reynolds here, and 2.5 is a big number at plus 125. But you look at what he's done at home against right-handed pitching: 274, 340, 446 slash line. Home, he's got 458 slug in general, 28 extra base hits. Away, 345 slugging, 16 extra base hits. It's about the same sample size when you look at those games. Now you look at Senzatella. Everybody thinks, the Colorado starting pitching, if you go on the road, it's better. Senzatella is one of the odd men out there where he sucks on the road worse than he is at home, which is hard to do when you pitch in that type of park. 404, 463, 642 slash line for left-handed hitters against Senzatella when he pitches on the road. Like, that's shocking to me. So Brian Reynolds is under this in 3 straight, but he does have back-to-back games with a base hit. Hard to go over 2.5 a lot. But when you get a matchup like this at the value plus 125, too good for me to pass on. I'll go Brian Reynolds over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs.
Like it. Second down for me, we're going to the EPL, but not the match today. I do like Chelsea on the money line, but we want to get value on an EPL match on Saturday. My favorite play here of the Saturday and Sunday EPL card is Bournemouth to win at home against Wolverhampton Wanderers. The Wolves conceded 4 very quickly to Man City in the opener. Now, it is Man City, but it also was at home. They've made some changes to their back line. I don't think it's gelling particularly well, and I think Bournemouth's a style of attack. They're a very athletic team. They have a lot of pace. They can let the ball do the work, and they can finish. Bournemouth should have got a draw from Liverpool last week. Now, I'm glad they didn't because we hit that parlay, Liverpool minus 1.5 and the Mo Salah anytime goal. But like 89th minute of this match, it's 2-2, and Bournemouth is taking it to Liverpool before they rally for 2 late goals. I like Bournemouth at home here. I don't fancy Wolves on the road. Wolves, going back to last season, have conceded 9 times in their last 3 EPL games. I kind of like what I saw of the newcomers for Bournemouth in the opener, a little more than what I saw from Wolves. And yeah, there's no such thing as moral victories in the English Premiership. But I think Bournemouth's going to take a lot of confidence from that Liverpool match into their home opener on Saturday. I think they're 1 goal better than Wolves. And again, we are on Chelsea today from earlier in the week. Third down, Ben.
Third down, we will go back to college football, and it's over. I went back and forth whether I was going to play UNLV's team total over, whether I was going to play UNLV spread, or just a regular over, and I ended up going with the over 65.5 in this matchup. They matched up last year, and Idaho State got beat pretty bad, but UNLV did not cover. Different situation, though. Now Dan Mullen is taking over at UNLV, and we know Dan Mullen, he has the offensive background. The offense should be fine playing football. Alex Orji, famous name in college football over the past few years. Alex Orji is the quarterback. He was at Michigan. He's played in some big games. He should have no issue thriving against an Idaho State defense who sucks. On the other side, you have Cody Hawkins. If some remember him in college football years ago, he played at Colorado, but he's also an offensive mind. His teams have put up points. Their defenses have just sucked in his 3 years here. That has been the issue with him. You look at a matchup his first year with Utah State, and there was like 94 points scored. Woo! So I'm confident that they can score 24 points, and that should get us here with the way that this UNLV offense should be operating against a far worse opponent. So I like the over 65.5 at minus 110 with 2 offensive-minded head coaches.
Sweet. Beltway Ben, we've gone long enough in this show without me singing my favorite song, because when I sing the Quinny P song, you can usually hear a cash register just ka-ching, ka-ching in the background. Were we on our brew crew yesterday? Yeah. Was it a Quinny P day? Yeah, it was. Quinny P, thank you for cashing for me. We love betting with Quinny P. Ding, ding, ding. Now, I don't have a song for Quintana, who's on the mound today. I should probably come up with one. Every brewer at this point really deserves his own song. But yeah, we're back on the Brew Crew money line today. They are the best team in baseball. They have the best winning percentage in baseball. They've been a wagon at home, winning 9 of their last 10, and they come home with confidence, doing what they had to do. Weird series, 5 at Wrigley. As long as they don't get swept, they're in business. The Cubs don't really gain any ground. It ends up being 3-2. Great for them. San Francisco, on the other hand, Beltway, Ben, I have a hard time watching them, man. They look like they're waving the white flag to me, right? Like, it really looks like they all want to go the F home right now. Carson Whisenhunt on the mound, he has not been good. He's only made one road start. I think he's going to have trouble controlling the run game against the Brewers. I think he's going to have trouble keeping people off base against the Brewers. The Gigantes are 2-10 in their last 12. And boy, Beltway, Ben, they tried to save their bullpen yesterday. They left Verlander out there to rot, and it still didn't do anything because he got shellacked, and they had to go through their array of bullpen arms anyway. I just look. The Brewers are clearly the better team. The Brewers are better in all facets. The Brewers can manufacture runs, and I think this Giants team is not playing with a lot of heart. And I think the Brewers being back home are going to get back on the good foot after losing 3 straight to the Cubbies and then bouncing back yesterday. Quinny P, I love you, baby. I love you. And yeah, we'll be on Freddie Peralta this weekend. Damn right we will. Check my picks in the Super Discord. Ben and I are going to be on hiatus this weekend. I'll be back on Monday.
Real quick.
Yeah.
It's early. Like, I know it's so early, so it's hard to really tell. But, like, are you going to be on them in the playoffs? I just, like, for now.
Probably, because you know why, Ben? Because they don't get respected. Like, even this money,
I don't respect them at all.
They don't. These numbers never add up for me. What I'm seeing there versus how I value the Brewers, I value the Brewers based on the money they put in my pocket, and they keep doing it. And they keep daring me to take them on the money line and the run line, and I'm going to keep doing it because you're giving me too much value.
I hear that, but like and this is 2 different teams. The Orioles 2 years ago and the Orioles last year, I felt like they were always like, it was crazy. You were getting plus money on the Orioles. You were getting fair odds on the Orioles every week, like making so much money on the Orioles, so much money on the Orioles. Then they go in the playoffs and don't win a game. It's just like, I don't know, playoff baseball is just different. So I was just wondering if you thought you'd be on them a lot in the playoffs.
Well, like if they play the Dodgers, you don't think the Dodgers would be crapping their pants? Like, everybody's going to expect the Dodgers to beat I don't care if Milwaukee wins more games than them. Like, I mean, I don't care if the Brewers win 103 games. Who do they play in the National League outside of maybe the first, like in the championship series if they get there, who they're not going to be a prohibitive underdog to? Like, I want to see those series odds. You know what I mean? Like,
right. I agree.
Like, even if they play the Phillies, Phillies are going to be the favorite. Like, even if they play the Mets, I think the Mets are going to be the favorite because everyone's going to say they can't do it in the playoffs, but maybe Pat Murphy in the Pocket Pancake has some secret sauce the council didn't have. I don't know, dude. This team does not have a lot of flaws. And if you want to tell me there's not enough aircraft carriers in the lineup, I've seen teams with aircraft carriers where when they stop hitting home runs, the whole offense goes down the shitter. That's not the Milwaukee Brewers.
I agree. They play good brand of baseball. I just don't know that, like, Andrew Vaughn isn't going to be.
Go check out what Terang's doing this month.
I agree, which is why I'm looking at them like, is that going to continue October? I don't know.
But yes,
Andrew Vaughn.
I will probably be on them.
Barry Bonds. Andrew Vaughn is Barry Bonds since the trade. So
Andrew Vaughn dropped a pop-up in that game yesterday that had me. I almost cursed on air watching that game while we were on the radio. Like, and everybody's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, ugh. Vaughn's letting down my guy Quinny P in the middle of a Baltimore radio show. Yeah, but to your question, I will probably be on the Brewers. Because there's not really a matchup that scares me.
Then we might have some like conflicting bets on
Let's
this.
go.
First, second, and third down might be conflicting in October.
Could be.
Do that.
Could be. All right. 4th and 9. It's not 4th and long. It's 4th and short.
I'm up. I'll go. I will go. There's 2 plays here that I was going to just get to in general. I was going to give them out first, second, or third down, but instead I just put them together because they're similar. So for the 4th and short play here, the Rays first 3 innings over 1.5 runs. And then the other play that I really like, first 7 innings, the Rays over 3.5. I think they might win today. So that takes out the 8th and 9th. The 9th would have already been gone if they are winning. So we just take out the 8th inning and we get 1 less run here for me. Miles Mikolas straight up sucks again.
Garbage.
Like, especially on the road. You look at his last 4 road starts, 5 runs, 5 runs, 8 runs, 6 runs. These aren't unearned runs. These are runs that he's giving up because he walks guys and gets shelled. Opposing batters.
But wait, Ben,
308.
30 earned runs allowed in his last 27 innings pitched on the road.
It's genuinely pathetic, and it's regular. And this is a guy that last year sucked, the year before sucked. This year, for the first like month and a half, he was pitching well, and everybody's like, all right, well, he's figured it out again in St. Louis. No, it's back to the old Miles Michaelis. When he gets away from that park, it's purely pathetic. We're going to put him in Steinbrenner Field, the way that the ball flies there and how short those fences are. Like, I just don't see how the struggles don't continue here. So I like their first 7 innings over 3.5 and over 1.5 for the first 3. The Rays will play matchup games. He sucks against lefties. He sucks against righties. I'm not really worried with these two.
Yeah, I've got a play on this game on our Super Discord. Again, you can check the link in my bio. If you look at Hauser outside of Comiskey or whatever the hell they call the White Sox park, it's not real pretty. Like his ERA is like 60% higher outside of that ballpark. That's no longer his home park than anywhere else. That's a little hint as to where I may be going on that game. But again, you can find all of our picks in real time on the Super Discord. 4th and short for me, I'm going to a Nerfy. Haven't been heavy on Nerfies this week, but this one stood out to me. Look, Kansas City's a heavy Nerfy team, top 5 in the league, 71-56 to the Nerfy. Detroit is as well, 71-58. The Bergman kid on the mound for Kansas City. It's only been 10 starts, but Beltway Ben, a 0.90 first inning ERA. The league batting 0.63 off him in the first inning. Detroit's offense kind of fits and starts. Again, Detroit not a fast-scoring team, which is evidenced in their Nerfy. This also blows my mind. Kansas City, a top 5 Nerfy team, has had 10 straight Yerfies. And I think some regression is due. And I think Casey Mize and his 1.71 ERA and 21 starts in the first inning will have something to do with that. Royals are playing good ball right now. No doubt about that. I wish they had started a couple of weeks later and that 18-1 Royals to catch the Tigers might have had a chance. And this is obviously a big series, but I think it'll be a little bit of a playoff vibe. I think there'll be a little bit of nerves for both teams. And I'm thinking that gets us our first Royals Nerfy in almost 2 weeks. All right, OT. As I said, we don't love the third. Look, preseason, you got to be smart in the NFL. And these final games, it's really slop. We do have an NFL play for you, but Ben, I'm not on anything in the NFL preseason. Are you?
No, I'm not either. I'm doing similar to what you're doing. Just a simple money line parlay. Steelers, Broncos, Bengals, Ravens, plus
this
477.
is for week one of the NFL season. Real football, not fake football.
Yeah. The Ravens, minus 105. Bengals, minus 250, I believe. The Broncos are minus 2 something. And then the Steelers. Again, we're also on the Steelers and the Ravens. Regular money line is official plays. We also are on the Bengals spread from weeks ago. We've covered almost all of these already. The Broncos was another toss in. I just don't see them losing at home with that defense.
I gave you guys Bengals over, was it 20.5 points?
20,
like weeks ago. Good luck getting that. We got that better value than minus 200. Yeah. Good luck.
23.5. I've tailed it. Whatever it was. Yeah. I'm on that as well.
I like this Beltway, Ben. I also recently made a week 1 money line wager that I gave out on our Discord probably 4 or 5 days ago. And at that point, we were getting it at more like plus 325. Now, best I could find it was plus 306 this morning. I like the Eagles to dismantle the Dallas Cowboys. We're on that Chiefs game against the Chargers in a couple of different ways. Andy Reid, week 1. I'm not going against him and Mahomes. I also think that field, that surface, that weird surface in Brazil is going to play to our favor. I love the over in that game. The Saints are the worst team in football. I'm not a big Cardinals guy, but I'd rather back Kyler Murray early in the season on the road than when he's expected to win at home later in the season. And then, I know the Bengals have had their share of slow starts. But Joe Burrow, the Browns don't own him anymore. He got the Browns last year. And I think he'll get the Browns in week 1 this year. And I don't think that Browns defense is what it used to be. So, yeah, all those teams to win will get you better than 3-1 return. That is the show. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Look, this week was crazy. I was in Boston for a couple of days doing some stuff with my kids before a couple of them go to college. Beltway Ben's got one last hurrah at the beach this weekend, as he pointed out. And then starting Monday, we're locked in. Maybe there'll be a show here or there where something comes up because we have lives that we're not there. But, Ben, I feel like now through the football season, pretty much weekdays, right? 11 or 12 for the most part. We're going to be doing shows before college games kick off on Saturday. We're going to be doing shows probably around noon, I'm thinking, during the NFL season as well, to get you what we like of the odds that are remaining there. But I'm just telling you guys, I'll be making a lot of NFL bets a week ahead, like a fair amount. And you'll be astonished if you don't normally do that, how much these numbers change. Anything you want to add, Beltway Ben? I've missed you this week. Have fun at the beach.
Yeah, well, first off, to be completely honest with you, not excited for the beach. I'm not a beach person. College football's here this weekend. I love my girlfriend and her grandparents, who we are going to see. That is the only reason I am signing up for this. I'm going to see her grandparents down there. Not a fan of the beach. Believe me, guys, when I tell you I just want to watch sports and do nothing, it's pretty serious. But get to go to the beach. Super exciting. It's going to be cold down there. Already slowly working on talking her out of going down there Saturday. So, hey, let's just use this day.
The beaches are closed. Because what is it? The storm, is it Aaron? They've already closed.
Yeah,
the
you're right. There's flooding down.
Where are you guys going? Ocean City or somewhere like that?
Yeah, Fenwick. We're
okay. Yeah. So
yeah. So
all right.
Hopefully I get to watch college football day. But yeah, like Jason said, we're gonna be very, very regular on here. Very rare that we miss. And honestly, like before this week, we've been probably had 21 straight. I mean,
when I was at the beach before and had a decent internet connection, I did it all week from the beach. Things were a little crazy in Boston, and my travel on the train. You can't do anything on a train. Anyway, that's all you guys need. Well, look, if Beltway Ben gets out of his beach trip with his lovely girlfriend, then I'll be around and we'll do it Saturday and Sunday, but probably not. Definitely back Monday. We'll have Eric Casillas with us, and we're here through the football season. We want to bet. You want to bet. Thank you for wanting to bet with us.